Let's get straight to the point. Number 8. Himalayan pink salt. The salt with a better publicist. Ah yes, the aesthetic pink rocks you grind over avocado toast because regular white salt is just too basic for your refined palate. Wellness gurus claim this prehistoric crystal contains 84 essential trace minerals that will balance your pH and purify your soul. Here's the salty reality check. It's just expensive, dirty salt. Chemically, it's about 98% sodium chloride, the exact same stuff as the cheap canister on the bottom shelf. That pretty pink hue? It comes from impurities, mostly iron oxide. Yes, you are paying a premium for artisanal rust. It does contain trace minerals like calcium and potassium, but in amounts so incredibly microscopic that to get any actual nutritional value, you'd have to consume a near-lethal dose of sodium. If you rely on salt for vitamins, you have bigger problems. Furthermore, unlike boring table salt, gourmet pink salt often lacks iodine, which is crucial for thyroid health. So you're paying 10 times the price for pretty rocks that could potentially give you a goiter. Your blood pressure can't tell the difference between this and pretzel salt.
Number 7. Celery juice. The expensive green swamp water that promised to save your life. For a hot minute, everyone was chugging 16 ounces of this stringy liquid, claiming it cured everything from acne to existential dread. Here is the crunchy truth. Celery is basically 95% water and 5% fiber, and when you juice it, you throw away the fiber, which is the only thing that makes it useful. Proponents claim sodium cluster salts in the juice kill pathogens, but that is not a real scientific term. It is a marketing buzzword designed to make vegetable water sound like a medical breakthrough. Your liver and kidneys handle detoxing just fine without blenderized gardens. Sure, it is hydrating, but so is tap water, and water does not taste like a damp lawnmower. It has vitamin K, but nothing you cannot get from a single carrot. If you enjoy drinking liquid grass while pretending you are ascending to a higher health plane, go ahead, but don't expect it to fix your digestion. It's just fiberless hydration. You're paying $5 a cup for something that used to be a garnish for buffalo wings. Your wallet is getting thinner, but your waistline, not so much.
Number 6. Apple cider vinegar. The liquid fire that's mostly just salad dressing. If your morning ritual involves taking a shot of something that smells like a dumpster behind a Foot Locker, you've likely fallen for the ACV cult. Wellness influencers swear it burns fat, stabilizes blood sugar, and probably restarts dead car batteries. But the science is, let's say, watered down. The main component is acetic acid, which can slightly slow down starch digestion, but it is not a magical blowtorch for your belly fat. Most weight loss studies involve tiny sample sizes, or mice, and newsflash, you are not a rodent. Drinking it straight is also a fantastic way to dissolve your tooth enamel, turning your pearly whites into translucent nubs. And that cloudy mother at the bottom? It's just a colony of bacteria and enzymes, which sounds fancy until you realize you could get more probiotics from a spoonful of yogurt without the heartburn. It is a great preservative for pickles, but it is not a medical miracle. Stop punishing your esophagus with fermented apples. Number 5. Goji berries. The expensive shriveled raisins of the Himalayas that nobody actually likes. Once upon a time, these bright red berries were the undisputed monarchs of the superfood world, promising longevity and vision so sharp you could see into the future. They are packed with antioxidants like zeaxanthin, which is genuinely great for your eyes, but here's the plot twist. So are spinach and egg yolks, and those do not cost $20 for a tiny bag of dried disappointment. Marketing teams love to call them wolfberries because it sounds rugged and exotic, but nutritionally, they're just another fruit with a high price tag and a lot of baggage. Most of the grandiose claims about them reversing aging are based on highly concentrated extracts tested in petri dishes, not on a human eating a handful of chewy, bitter berries on their yogurt. Also, if you are on blood thinners, goji berries can actually interfere with your medication, which is a fun side effect nobody mentions on the glossy packaging. They taste like a cross between a tomato and a cranberry that gave up on life. Save your money and buy a bag of frozen blueberries. Your bank account will thank you, and your taste buds won't have to endure the gritty texture of these miracle nuggets. They're not a portal to eternal youth, they're just glorified, overpriced snacks. Number 4. Bone broth, the liquid gold that's literally just overpriced soup. At some point, the wellness world decided regular stock wasn't trendy enough, so they rebranded it, put it in a minimalist bottle, and started charging $10 a cup. Proponents claim it's a collagen elixir that heals your gut and makes your skin glow like an angel. Here's the reality. When you boil bones for 20 hours, you get some minerals, but your body doesn't transport that collagen directly to your face like a biological delivery service. It breaks it down into basic amino acids just like it does with a simple egg. The gut healing claims are mostly anecdotal and lack large-scale clinical evidence. Plus, some studies suggest bone broth can contain trace amounts of lead that leach out of the bones during the long simmering process, so you might be sipping on heavy metals while trying to achieve peak wellness. It's warm and comforting, but it isn't a fountain of youth. It is just a very time-consuming way to make stock. If you want collagen, eat a balanced diet and wear sunscreen. Stop treating your mug of beef water like it's a holy potion. It's a savory beverage, not a medical miracle for your joints. Just buy a bouillon cube and save yourself the 16-hour wait. It is soup, just soup.
Number 3. Wheatgrass shots, the 2-ounce dose of lawn clippings that makes you feel like a cow. If you've ever stood at a juice bar watching someone knock back a tiny cup of neon green sludge while making a face like they just swallowed a battery, you've witnessed the wheatgrass ritual. Enthusiasts claim 1 ounce is nutritionally equivalent to several pounds of leafy greens. Science says absolutely not. While it contains vitamins and chlorophyll, the idea that it's a super concentrated miracle is pure marketing fiction. Chlorophyll is great for plants because of photosynthesis, but last time I checked, humans don't turn sunlight into energy unless they're a solar panel. Your body cannot even digest the cellulose properly, which is why it often leads to nausea or a cleansing effect that is really just your stomach panicking. It doesn't oxygenate your blood better than a deep breath does. You are paying $6 to taste the worst part of a golf course. It's not a liquid detox, it's just expensive grass that makes your breath smell like a damp basement. If you want the nutrients, eat a salad. It tastes better, provides actual fiber, and doesn't require you to suppress a gag reflex in public. It's a tiny cup of pure peer pressure disguised as health.
Number 2. Agave nectar, the natural sweetener that's basically high-fructose corn syrup in a tuxedo. For years, agave has been the darling of the health world, marketed as a low-glycemic alternative to sugar. It comes from a cactus-like plant, so it must be good, right? Wrong. The process of turning agave starch into syrup involves heavy processing, resulting in a product that can be up to 90% fructose. To put that in perspective, high-fructose corn syrup is usually around 55% fructose. While fructose doesn't spike blood sugar immediately, it is processed exclusively by your liver. Excess fructose is linked to fatty liver disease and increased belly fat. So, while you're patting yourself on the back for skipping white sugar, you're actually sending a metabolic nuke straight to your internal organs. It's not raw or wholesome, it's a highly refined syrup with a better PR firm. It's basically liquid sugar masquerading as a desert miracle. If you use it, do it for the taste, not for your health. Your liver can't tell the difference between this and soda. It's just sugar with an exotic name and a higher price tag. Stop pretending it's medicine.
Number 1. Kombucha, the fizzy fermented tea that thinks it's a doctor. Have you ever looked at a jar of liquid with a slimy, floating pancake in it and thought, yeah, I want that inside my body? Welcome to the cult of the Scoby. People treat this fermented vinegar water like a holy elixir that can fix your gut, boost your immunity, and maybe even find your lost keys. But let's look under the hood of this hipster soda. While it does contain probiotics, most of the grand claims about it curing serious illnesses are based on lab studies, not actual humans. To make it palatable for the masses, many commercial brands pump it full of fruit juice and added sugars, essentially turning it into a healthy soda with a higher price tag and a weirder smell. Plus, because it's a living ferment, the alcohol and sugar content can vary wildly from what's on the label. You are paying premium prices for what is effectively rotten tea that smells like a damp basement. If you want probiotics, eat some Greek yogurt or pickles and save yourself from the carbonated vinegar burps. It's not a miracle cure, it's just a science project in a bottle.
Your gut is fine without the expensive slime. Most of the detox you feel is just the shock of drinking something that tastes like a used gym sock. Stop worshiping the mushroom. It is expensive rot. There you have it, the truth behind the marketing hype. If you're done falling for overpriced miracles, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. At Coolest Dude Explains, we post daily reality checks to keep your wallet full and your diet actually sane. See you tomorrow, and for the love of health, please stop drinking the grass.